have been cases where underage girls of 5 years old and above were abused sexually, either by a close relative or a total stranger, and the result of such encounter was the said girls getting pregnant. Shocking, right? You would ask what biological facts back up such occurrence, but the truth remains that it happened. Hold your breath. How then do you react to the case of a 1-year-old girl being pregnant? How do you explain it? Africans would say that it is diabolical or witchcraft, or any of those weird phenomena like ogbanje, but the people of Henan province had a better name for it. They called the little girl a monster. Harsh. No, don't judge the locals yet. They didn't know what to make of the little girl's condition. The only way they could have explained it was to call the girl a monster. Little Kong, a 1-year-old Chinese girl, was discovered pregnant with her twin brother. It shocked many. The billion-dollar question is, how did it happen? Kang's parents noticed unusual protruding of their daughter's stomach. Her parents couldn't understand why their daughter's stomach was protruding overnight and feared it could be a tumor. Unfortunately for little Kang, it was not her parents alone who noticed the weird development. Their neighbors saw the strange growth also. Kang's parents, it was discovered, are not her biological parents. Kang already had a difficult start in life. Just a few days old after her birth, she was abandoned in a field by her biological parents. Her cries were heard by 35-year-old farm worker Wang Yihu, who took her home and nursed her back to health. Since Wang and her husband, Kang Zihin, 43 years old, had no children of their own, they chose to foster Kang. Science eventually explained the bizarre condition of the little girl. The worried couple took her to the hospital to be examined, and that's where doctors discovered that she had an extremely rare condition which affects 1 in 500,000 births, when one twin in the womb grows larger than the other and envelopes its smaller sibling. The second fetus never fully develops, but continues to grow within the first baby, feeding off it like a parasite and putting her organs in precarious condition. The condition left Kang from Henan province unable to eat solid food. She was always in constant pain. The doctors, after observing Kang, explained that Kang had an unborn twin growing inside her and that it was crushing her organs as it grew. The little girl's life was hanging perilously in the balance, but her parents, with a combined income of £400 a year, couldn't afford the £1,000 operation that their daughter so desperately needed. However, help arrived in the form of the Red Cross, who raised the funds for Kang through an appeal. Once the money was provided, Kang was immediately rushed into surgery, and after a grueling 10-hour operation, Kang is now fully recovering well and will be able to live a normal life. Her grateful mother gushed with thanks to the Red Cross, saying, "We're very grateful. We were so worried she would die. She used to cry in pain and hold her bump like a pregnant woman. Now we can hope she will have a normal life." Ultimately, Kang has returned to her village in Henan province and is doing well. She doesn't understand what has happened to her, but she's happy. Her mother said she still has her womb and ovaries, so one day she will be able to have children of her own. That was over a decade ago. Little Kang is no longer a baby. She is growing with strength and vigor, leading a normal life with her peers. Apart from Kang, there are other cases of such occurrence all over the world. For instance, in November 26, 2019, Yahoo News reported the case of a baby girl that was born with the same condition. 24 hours later after her birth, doctors performed a C-section on her because she had absorbed her twin in the womb. The condition has different names. It's called fetus in fetu. It's also called diminishing twin. What a way to start life! Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other interesting videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.